everybody, this is Rashmi, and in today's video we are going to discuss a new topic, which is array. In our previous videos we have discussed about the string program, string concept and string function. So in today's video we are discuss about the array. Array is a data structure which can store and fix size collection of an element of same data type. Always remember, array is a collection of similar data types. When you have to store a similar data in a particular place or a particular value in a variable, for that case we are using the array. If we need to store the 1000 integers, so we don't need to initialize the 1000 variable to store the 1000 integer. We just initialize a single array and the size of the array should be definite. Okay, so एरे का जो साइज होना चाहिए वो फाइनाइट सेट होना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं है अनडिफाइंड एरे नहीं होनी चाहिए. सो द इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज द एरे इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ सिमिलर डेटा टाइप. इफ यू वांट टू स्टोर the all integer value, you can use array. All character value, array. Similarly, all boolean value, all string value, or the other data types value. But this part should be ensured that the data should be similar type. All right. So the collection of the data, but it's often more useful an array as a collection of variable of the same time. So always remember. And the one important thing you must remember, for the array we must remember the square bracket. Okay, so this square bracket is the most important thing. Always remember, this bracket means if is there written like int a, so it is considered as an integer variable. If it is written like int a after that followed by the square bracket, it is considered as a array variable. All right, as you can see in the first line where I have written int a, then square bracket is there, and this is the predefined array. There are the two types of array as a, you can define the predefined and the user defined. Predefined, where you are using like a set, we are defining the set over here. So as you can see in array a, because it's an integer type, so all the values should be integer. Similarly in the second example, as you can see, we are storing the strings. So always remember, the string should be stored in the double quote. That's why I am using the double quote over here. Now this chart is very important. As you can see over here, how you are going to identify कि किस location पे आपका कौन सा data store हो रहा है. तो similarly the index concept which I have learned, which I have go through, which I have studied in the string program, which is going to be implemented over also over here. As you can see in the first example, 1 2 3 4 5. So when you initialize the array, there's a memory location has been created. As you can see, there are the size of this array is 5, but the memory should be initialized from the 0. So your the location value will become a0, a1, a2, a3 and a4. So in a1, a0 we are going to store 1. For a1, 2, 3 and then followed next a4 it will be 5. So all these a0, a1, a2, a3, a4 are decided on the basis of the index value. All right, let's discuss about the array length, how we are going to find out the length of array. As we have discussed how we are going to find out the string array, for where we have a method which is called length method. The same method is we are going to use with the different syntax. As you know, this length method is used to find out the length of the string. So for the finding out the length of the array, we are going to use this length function. Always remember, there is no method bracket is allowed in the finding the length of the array. So there is a major difference between this length method and this length method. The upper length method is used to find out the length of the string, and the second length method is find out the length of the array. Basically the number of elements which are present in the array are known as length of the array. All right, the number of elements, the number of items. Example, as you can see, the int a, where I have taken the integer array. So for that I have taken a dot length. There is no bracket. The important part is there is no bracket. So as you can count, 1 2 3 4, 78 is a single character, single integer. So don't count it like 78, it's a 78. So other important part, we are going to print that a0 value, then a3 and So now the first length answer, I have not given the message for the printing the length, but I just written over here so you can understand that 4 is a length of this array. Now A0 means the 0 index value, which is 1, so answer is 1. And when we talk about the third index value, so 1 on the place of 0 index, on the first index value is 3, on the second index value is 2, and now because they are talking about the third index value, it should be 78. Now move on to the first important or so called very basic program. Because important, why it is called important, it's not going to be asked to take the 10 numbers in a single dimension array. These kind of questions are not the part of your question paper, but these are the basic questions. Without them you can't do any array program. So now I'm going to take a program over here, 1D array. So let's start with this program. The first we are going to import the package is the scanner class package, the array class input, then main method, and the main method or the scanner class object, or you can give a size. So you can interchange this line. First you can write the scanner class method, and then you can ask the user to enter the size. As I earlier told you, the array size should be definite or a fixed or a predefined. You can't take indefinite array. So you have to ask the user the how much number you want to store in a particular array. So this size is the important part. Now when I talk about the declaration of an array, before using it we have to declare the syntax of array. And so how we are going to write? First we are going to store the size of an array in an integer. Always remember, चाहे आप उसमें स्ट्रिंग स्टोर कराएं, कैरेक्टर स्टोर कराएं, डबल स्टोर कराएं, फ्लोट, इंटीजर, द साइज ऑलवेज रिमेन इंटीजर. साइज हमेशा क्या रहेगा? इंटीजर रहेगा. देन नाउ दिस इज called 1D array syntax. First you have to write data type, variable name, followed by the square bracket equal to new data type, square bracket. Within you have to define the size of an array. जो भी array लेंगे इसका. If I am going to take the string array over here, so I am going to write string a square bracket equal to new string square bracket में size. So I am taking the integer array, so that's why I have taken int a bracket equal to new int and size. Now it's time to take the input in the array. For taking the input, because as you can see there the multiple values are there, so whenever we talk about the entering of multiple values, we always use loop. And the loop value is started from the 0 and it will go less than size. As I already discussed that if the length is 5, but the how many index value we are going to be engaged? The 4, because the value are started from 0. So for the more convenience, we are give a message to the user to enter the value. And how you are going to store? You are going to store ai equal to sc dot nextInt. Okay, so we are using the scanner class method nextInt over here. So by the help of this loop, the entire value you can store in the array according to your size. और फॉर डिस्प्लेइंग द वैल्यूज, अब आपको कई सारी वैल्यू डिस्प्ले करनी, एक वैल्यू तो डिस्प्ले करनी नहीं है. सो यू आर गोइंग टू अगेन प्रिंटिंग द मल्टीपल वैल्यूज. सो सिमिलरली यू हैव टू फॉलो द सेम लूप. दैट मीन आपको फिर से लूप फॉलो करना होगा. एंड सो वी आर गोइंग टू राइट आई इक्वल टू 0, आई लेस इन साइज, आई प्लस प्लस, and then a of I. If you want to give the space, you can use the space. If you want to print the array in the multiple line, you can write SOPLN instead of print. You can write println instead of a print method, and then close the for bracket, method bracket, and the class bracket. So that's all for the today's session. I hope you like this video, and you must understand the array, how we are going to take the input in the array. Thank you so much.